Welcome to Two Mums in a Pod.
Hi.
I was going to say I'm Kate. I'm Naomi.
I'm Naomi.
This is Kate. I'm Naomi.
Hi, everyone.
First of all, Merry Christmas, because it's been.
I mean, we're like end of January now, so can we technically
This is
say
because we're too busy.
we're too busy? But yeah, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And congratulations.
Thanks.
I'm excited for you. And you know what? The
Can you
hashtag
believe
is
it? I'm engaged.
Mrs. D to B.
Yeah,
It
Mrs. D
rhymes.
to be.
Absolutely love
But
that.
you know what? Mrs. D, when I say the word D, it reminds me of Dick.
Me too. That's why I think it's
So I
even
do
better.
want to be known as Mrs. Dick.
Also, I'm so sorry about my cough. It's that
Have
awful
you got that
cough
annoying
that
cough that
got.
everyone's had? See, I was the only
bad.
one that didn't have this illness, did I? I had it at the beginning, but I bought that stuff, that bottle, that Mesitone. I'm sure I sent you it.
Yeah.
So literally, I should be sponsored by Mesitone or whatever it's
If
called,
you
but
wanna
it's sold out
sponsor
everywhere
us.
now.
Love
Power
that.
of social media. But yeah, that's
Amazing.
helped me.
Yeah, so I'm not ill at all, just annoyed. I'm just annoying.
You just got that annoying cough.
I hate people coughing. It's my biggest ick. People coughing makes me feel physically
Really?
sick. Hate it. It knocks me sick. And it's me.
I don't know what I don't really have an ick,
Do you know? Oh, mine's
No.
coughing. That's all.
I'm trying to think what my ick is. I don't really have. I do have icks, but I can't think of my top of my head what an ick is.
So do you know when that trend went about of icks?
Yeah.
I listened to some and I did a question and answers on Instagram and I'm not joking.
Should've seen.
I was like 10 icks.
Yeah.
10 icks people saying, I thought, oh,
So
that's
maybe I
me.
need to do it and ask you guys what your icks are, and then I'll be like, yeah, that's mine. That's
I'm
mine.
everyone's ick.
No, you're not.
Someone's ick was a leather jacket. I love a leather jacket.
Oh my God, I've got about 10 leather jackets. That's all I
I know.
wear.
And people's icks on men was leather jackets and wallets. And I think they're really good qualities
Yeah,
in men
yeah.
because I think a wallet is like business boss guy.
Yeah, so
I don't want someone with change in the pocket.
a wallet is like, no, you can't
that
have
an
an
ick?
ick from a wallet.
Someone whipping out a wallet.
We're already off
digressing.
track. Do you know what? One of you guys messaged me and said, I love the fact that you guys have a conversation and this is such a two mums thing.
Yeah.
And you just venture off onto something else, onto
100
something else, and you're
things.
literally having 10 conversations. So they actually said to me, and we need to say thank you to them all.
I can't believe the response.
I am in shock.
I can't. Honestly, it's made my day every day.
Yeah.
People saying such nice things.
I get something every day. Like I've just listened to your pod on the way to work, and I literally cannot believe how like funny you are, and we have like such a laugh. Like we do have a laugh.
We got a lot about thanking us for addressing miscarriage, which I think was really lovely because
It's such a big topic, isn't it?
It
It is, and so many people go through it. And we had that girl, and she sent us a big message. Did you see it?
I've seen that, yeah.
And it's so heartbreaking.
It is.
And I feel like speak to people about it. That is the only, even though I'm a type of person who goes quiet and goes in themselves,
Definitely.
You
Yeah, and
know
I'm the
I'm
one
like
who
that.
like drags you out.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
She's like, Naomi's like that friend who's like, she tells you what you would tell other people.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I'm quite good. I'm not good at taking advice, but I'm very good at giving it. And I feel like everyone has friends. Like when you're upset, there's a time to be pandering to needs and are you okay? But then there's a time to go in and be like, right. And I'm quite brutal sometimes, aren't I?
You are.
I've been a pep talker.
You
How are
are.
you feeling anyway?
So I feel like you guys just know. I feel like by the time this pod comes out, I'll probably be in a different place.
With my help.
Yeah, with your help and with everyone's help. Basically, I feel really down again at the minute. I feel like my mental health is like really struggling, but I've come on my period.
This is something is in my notes. This is something I really wanted to get talking about.
We put it in, didn't we?
Yeah.
When we first had our little meeting about what we want to talk about. Periods were a massive thing. Poor Jacob listening to this. He's like, he's heard it all before.
Jacob's
but
going to be so prepped up when, Jacob, do you have kids? No. Digressing again, Jacob's prepared for this, for his future children's mum.
Periods. Oh my God. Right. So obviously you guys know from the last podcast, we have been trying for a baby. Oh my God, I've literally got like that lump in my throat. And I don't like crying like
Because on the last
online,
pod,
I don't want to be one of those annoying people who cries on every podcast. But yeah, because I've like been trying, then we've sort of like stopped trying now because the pressure, basically what we were doing. I was like with the ovulation sticks like every single day, and it was like, we need to have sex on this day. We've already spoke about this, and it was such a big
intense.
It's intense,
yeah,
and
massively.
so we've decided to just have a break now. Like we're engaged. To be honest, we've got a really busy year anyway.
I think it's the hardest thing though to try and get yourself to relax about it, because when you want a baby,
I've stopped doing them sticks.
The most. So do you know when we was trying, our ovulation sticks never said ovulating, and we got pregnant on one of when it would. So it was random because.
So what it didn't come up, but it was positive.
Yeah, it was like always like the unhappy face.
Oh yeah,
and then when I worked out when I would have got pregnant, it was when the sticks
They're
were
the clear
saying
blue
that I
ones,
wasn't.
aren't they? Yeah. So that's happened as well. And another thing, a really important thing that people need to know: you can ovulate more than once in 1 month.
It's insane, isn't it? All these things that go into it.
Because I feel like people who listen to our podcast are wanting to become mums, maybe.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people. So a lot of people have messaged and said they're not even on the mum wavelength, but they're still enjoying it. But then a lot of people are trying on a mum journey.
Or doing IVF and things like that. Like a few of my friends are like doing IVF and things, and it's just such a big topic, and periods are like massive. Like I don't what contraception and stuff have you had? Let's start with contraception.
So I am an absolute virgin at the minute. I'm just have sex. But, so I'm basically cobwebbed. Basically, from being in high school, I have never had a regular period ever. Like,
no,
I remember,
you've always struggled. Yeah.
Like when I first got with Sullivan's dad, I was 19, and I'm not joking, I didn't have a period for like a year, like a whole year. I didn't have a period, and then they'd randomly come and go, and then just before I had Sullivan, they kind of came a little bit more regular. Then after Sul, obviously.
Did you go to the doctors and that though? No.
So I was under fertility checks.
I was going to say,
So there was nothing that they could say. There was problems with me carrying babies, but as for like getting pregnant, it was just my body was producing too much testosterone. So I don't know if that was what was affecting my periods, if that makes sense. But it wasn't enough of an issue.
You didn't actually get told?
I got told too much progesterone. Can't speak. But it's not necessarily something that was a high concern, do you know, that they needed to be looking into.
But it should have been looked into.
Yeah, massively, because I think you should be able to have a right to know why your body is doing something.
Absolutely.
So then after Sullivan...
Keep persistent.
Yeah, 100%.
Girls and boys,
you know your body.
You know your body. Be persistent. Keep going. The doctors
definitely,
keep going all the time.
Well, after Sul, obviously, I don't know if because of my breastfeeding and never having regular periods.
Oh, yeah, because you breastfeed,
Sullivan's nearly 3, and I've had 5 or 6 periods since I had him. But
that could be to do with the breastfeeding as well.
Yeah, so I've not like been to the doctors yet because I've not stopped breastfeeding. But one thing I will say, and this is horrific, and one of my friends went through this, and we all just used to think she was mad because we didn't have kids. When she come on her period, she would have got done for manslaughter, not murder. She was like another person. So this is me now?
So
is
me and Matt had a
you?
conversation like, I don't know where we're at with it, because basically, so I had this is all very personal now. This is why
That's what
get
we're here
personal
for.
with you guys. And this is so I was always on the pill. I was on the injection. So I started off on the pill. And then I went on to the injection, and then I went on to the mini pill, and I got pregnant.
On the mini pill?
Yeah.
It's very common, isn't it? Was you have had any illnesses or sickness?
No, nothing. I literally, and I
way.
took it religiously the same time. Bearing in mind, guys, my periods are to the date, to the cycle, the same days, literally. My periods never ever change. So this is where it was. I got pregnant on the mini pill.
That is crazy.
Have you seen how much bad research there is about the pill?
So have you read the book? There's a book, isn't there?
Oh no, I've not read it.
I can't think of the name. It's really interesting.
I need something like that in my life at the minute.
You definitely do. I do massively. So I'm like, try and do everything natural and organic as much as I can.
Yeah, I know you do.
So when I do ever, hopefully one day if I start having sex again, then I'm going to start.
When she starts getting the D.
If I get any D, then I'm going to do natural cycles. Hopefully I'll stop breastfeeding, and I don't know, might have regular periods, I don't know.
Yeah.
But one thing I do know is when you are actively trying not to have a baby, so when you're ovulating, your temperature spikes.
Yes.
So you take your temperature every day, and the days that your temperature is higher,
is that like
don't
stick,
have sex.
Isn't it? Yeah.
So that is my
want to
plan
get pregnant,
when I start being active.
So one of my friends, she does hair. I was telling you about it before. Bethan, she's got 3 kids. And she's
sorry to anyone with 3 kids.
No, but she's on natural cycle. Obviously, it all wasn't planned. But they've been together for years. And the girls, oh my God, they're just unreal. Like, they're gorgeous. But yeah, she's like you. She won't take nothing. She's just natural cycle. But so for me, then I got pregnant on the mini pill, and then I got pregnant on the mini pill, and I had to have an abortion.
So this was
when I was 18.
Right.
Yeah. So this is like,
that was a big shock.
Oh my God, it was, I couldn't tell anyone about it. I went with my best friends. My cousin was there, my cousin's boyfriend, husband.
Yeah.
And they were there for me through it all. Like, it was just awful, but I was too young and I didn't.
You thought you were safe by having the pill?
And my boyfriend at the it was just a mess. I'm not going into detail of that. We don't like to talk about exes. We don't want to give them the lamb. Like, they're exes for a reason, honey, and they are exes for a reason. But yeah, so from then on, I got the coil. And it was the best thing I have ever done.
Non-hormonal?
So I had the one with hormones. Right. But let me tell you this, I've had them both now. So I've had one for 6 years and one for like 2 years. And basically the one with hormones, I had to go on tablets every time I was on my period. So I had 9 tablets a day. So 3 sets of tablets 3 times a day. Because I nearly got anemia, where you lose like all the blood, too much blood.
You've not got enough
I literally fainted, ended up in hospital. When I was in Peaches, I'll always remember it. But I was like, I can't get it taken out because I'll get pregnant and I'm not ready for a baby yet.
I think that this
is very career driven.
So I've got so many thoughts on the world and things that go into our bodies, but that is not for this pod. But it's insane. Like, to be a human is a natural thing. Our bodies know what we're doing. Yeah. Yet we're not educated enough to show how to stop. We've only said, right, have this medicine. It can cause loads of other problems, but the one problem will help you won't get pregnant, but then you can still get pregnant. Another
thing, we are going off topic now, but this is what we do. Injections with the babies. So I know this is a very taboo subject, because I remember putting on my Instagram, oh my God, the shit that I got.
Do you know one thing I will always say on injections? That you have to make the decision that for you. Yeah. You cannot listen to anyone else's advice. Because one of my best friends, I didn't know she'd not vaccinated. And I remember asking her advice and she said, I cannot give you any because you have to do the research. You have to be confident in yourself. Yeah. And I think it's crazy how much people push. Isn't it?
So when I went to get Olive's injections, obviously the first ones are what? God, like weeks old or something.
I don't even know when.
So now what they do, they're meant to have all their injections before 16 weeks. This is the point of the pod. Like, look, me and you are we've got both our opinions on it, but we're supporting each other's opinions. 100%. And that is the fucking massive deal that we need to come to terms with. So 16, they're meant to have it before 16 weeks. And I did my research and I decided, Matt was so supportive on this. Yeah. He was like, I'm going to let you make this decision because you really looked into it.
I think that's what helps, having a partner that who supports, can really support. You've got to both have the same, and I've heard of couples that have had a complete, well, I know personally couples, and
oh my God, same.
They've got the complete different thought processes, and in my head I think like that must cause so much tension in the household.
We were saying that, weren't we? That like some people, when they have kids, they either get better or they get worse.
We have got so many notes for this podcast, and I feel like we're adding all 3 into one.
So let's go back to the vaccination. So so they say,
sorry for my cough,
16 weeks they're meant to have them all. But I said to him,
you can spread them out. You know,
that's what I did. Because I think,
did you have to pay?
No.
Oh, right, that's
NHS,
good.
Isn't it?
Because I've heard of people having to pay to spread them out.
No, what? No. So I said luckily the doctor's where we're at. So I cried to the nurse and I said, can you tell me what is in this injection? And she couldn't tell me. She had to go and get a piece of paper. I said,
have you seen the paper?
Yeah.
I said, how many? Yeah. It's insane.
I said, I want you to tell me what you're putting in my child. And I said, what does it do? What's it for? And she couldn't answer me. And she said, I'm going to be honest with you. And she just gave me the piece of paper. And I said, I'll come back. So because I was that upset.
This is what's
we had to come back and we spread them out. I think it was 9 months. 9 months old she was by the time she had them all. Not 16 weeks.
This is a thing. So too much for being so young, you're programmed so much that
society,
we humans have been going for millions of years. We naturally have lived off the earth. We've been in cavemen times. Yeah. But now, in this day and age, from a young age, we put on injections, and then through teenage years, the second we start our period, some girls. So from 12 to 30, what people are on the pill for all them years,
and it can
going
affect
through your
fertility.
body. Do you know there's a thing, and it basically says that women can be on the pill for years and with someone, and they come off the pill, and all the natural pheromones and the naturalness gets in his body. They might not even have an attraction to that person anymore.
Is that what they say?
It's very common for. I need to blow my nose.
Go on then. Go on, blow it. Bzzz, you'll hear all the noise.
We have digressed from periods, and we're going to go back to that, but I just need to say that these things of, so I can't remember the name of it now, and there's a thing, oh my god, this is disgusting. So women put the fingers in the nuns and then wipe it on the ears, and it releases a natural pheromone, and you're meant to attract men that you're more naturally attracted to through your pheromones.
Stone Age shit? Is this a Stone Age?
There's a name for it, what people are doing.
My God.
I need to Google this.
We are so weird, this podcast. We are. I love how weird we are.
I love how weird we are.
But if you knew me as a person and with my friends, and you know me, I'm very open and honest about like poo. You know, just like periods. Like I talk to my dad and stuff, and people find that weird. I'll be like, Dad, I've just come on today. Like I feel like shit, and he goes, "You're the only girl I know that would openly say to their dads that I've come on." But people need to know that I'm gonna.
Yeah, my dad drives me mad, but we do
the
have
dragon.
very
I used to
much
get
of
called.
So
I
never used to change. Like I went through years of never. My period wouldn't change me. Jacob's like, this was a big digress. How we got on track.
Yeah,
and. About 2 weeks ago, I don't know, I told you, I think I told you, I definitely told you, I come on my period. I am not joking. I fainted in work. I was being sick.
She was lying on the floor.
Yeah, I was in the bathroom, lay on the floor. I was being sick. I was doing my client and I couldn't say. And that happens when I come on my period.
This is another podcast about you being sick. Did
oh my
the
gosh,
rat lick
I'm
it?
always sick.
Did a rat lick it? Did a client lick it? Did a client lick it?
No, but I was mid-foils. I'm so sorry, Joe. And I just thought, this is what happens to me when I come on my period. I always faint and I'm always sick, and the pain is excruciating.
Do you think you've got a hormone imbalance when you're on?
100%. I do need to go and get this checked, by the way.
Well,
maybe we could do that.
I'm going to go to the doctors, because obviously we've been trying for a really long time now, and it's just not happening. I don't know if it's because I'm stressing about coming on my period. But
I would definitely go and speak to someone. 100%.
I feel like it's now time to go and speak to someone. But yeah, so I had the coil.
Yeah.
And then I had it in for like 6 years. It's normally meant to be only in for 5, isn't it? But I went to the doctors and I said, I want to try and get pregnant in a year.
Yeah.
Because I just met Matt. And we were like, obviously ramping rabbits.
And like, get me pregnant.
Matt's mum isn't listening.
I love this.
My mum, and my mum and my dad won't listen.
Oh my God, can I just say I love you, mum? I love her. Oh my God.
Wild.
She's the big, I love her. She always messaged me about how cute Sully is.
So she
I love
messages
her.
you all the time.
Yeah,
She's one of them,
love her.
like, does anyone else is like older parents or whatever? Because my mum's like 65 this year.
She doesn't look 65.
So it was my brother's party at the weekend, and no word of a lie, she was out till 3 a.m.
What? She
Yeah,
love
she goes out to like Bongos Bingo and stuff, and I have people sending me selfies like, I've just been with your mum. She's like stood on the table, like wild.
That is the best way to
Fucking
be.
nutter,
I hope that's me. Bongo Bingo is the best night ever, by the way, if nobody's been.
Yeah, it is good.
Amazing.
I feel like you get so drunk. Like, you don't play the game, obviously.
It's intense.
My mum won, my mum's mate won the scooter.
No way.
Yeah, and then she sold it and like got the money from the scooter.
I love this. Shout out to Bongo Bingo, because
shout out to Bongos Bingo.
You are literally
the
best night ever.
Now?
I know.
We should do a 2 mums in a pop event with
Bongo Bingo.
With Bongo Bingo.
They gave us a table last week
Did
for
they?
the works do. Oh my God. They asked us to maybe leave 4 times. We got told 4 times, if you carry on, you are going to be asked to leave now. Yeah, so I do apologise to Bongo Bingo. I thought people was crazy.
That's why you're plugging it up a little bit. Like,
I know. I'm really apologising. I'm so sorry to anyone that was at Bongo Bingo last week.
In Manchester?
Yeah. We didn't do anything that bad.
No, it's fine. Mum's on the loose. I seen a thing the other day and it said like, you won't have a better night out unless you go out with a mum who's got a toddler or something like that. And it's like,
because you let your hair down.
We are fucking wild.
Because you appreciate it.
I'm in bed by 10:30.
I was home for 11:45.
Yeah.
I think
I fall asleep when I'm out.
Oh no, I was like, could have stayed out a bit longer, and that's not like me. But I feel like we digressed again.
I know. Right. Okay,
periods. I went horrific. And I'm not joking. That day, I wasn't being nasty to people. I have never thought the thoughts in my head.
Yeah,
like I was a different person.
And
you know one thing I will say, and this is really bad, that's the only way I can sympathise with trolls. Because if they feel like that every day, I feel sorry for you. Because I was a nasty person and I was thinking,
these trolls
get out the fucking road. People are annoying me.
They're mentally not well to do what they do every day
but
and write what they write.
If you feel how I felt day one period.
And I feel sorry for them. That's why I
feel sorry for you. Because I only lasted a day with that feeling, and that's you every day.
Yeah, and that's the only time you're getting hunt. So
yeah, because the day after, I woke up and I was like, whoa, what happened yesterday? It was like I'd had an out-of-body experience.
That's how I feel.
It's not normal
we nearly not did
like
the pod
that
today, didn't we? Because I was like, I don't know whether I can come on and speak because every time I'm doing it now, you get that lump in your throat and you're stopping yourself. That's how I feel right now. And like every day I'm like, someone asks me if I'm okay and I'm like, I'm not okay.
And then I was saying like, this is like therapy. Because it's where you can actually
you guys
get it
are
all out.
Therapy, like you are, and me and you, like we do feel like we're in a therapy session. But this is what us mums need. We need someone to vent to. You
100%.
need to find that. But like, if you haven't got like mum mates, then we're your mum mates. Vent to us.
Yeah, write in. I'm happy. The amount of messages that we've had about the pod, I have loved replying
I like voice
and
note
helping.
everyone back because I haven't got time to type and I spell everything wrong anyway because I'm fucking so shit at spelling.
Oh my God, people keep correcting my spelling at the minute.
Oh my God.
I'm not good at spelling. I'm a hairdresser. I don't need to spell.
So I had the coil and then I had the coil removed after 6 years. Obviously met Matt. We started trying for a baby.
How long did it take you to get pregnant with Olive?
So I got pregnant the month after. I got my coil taken out. Then I had my miscarriage and then I got pregnant again. So I'm really stressing because Mez, my mum, that's what we call her, Mez. So Mez got pregnant with Andrew, my brother. And then 9 years later, she couldn't get pregnant. She had IVF.
It's apparently were you IVF baby?
Well, no, because she
got pregnant natural.
Well, no, she was burnt in a fire. And she was in Whiston. She nearly died. They were camping and she got literally burnt in a fire. And then afterwards came me. She got pregnant naturally.
Oh my God.
So you know them take a breaks?
Yeah.
You know, like the magazines. We were in one of them.
No way.
I was like 3 or 2 or something. My nan's got it.
Oh my
nan's
God.
in home now, but my nan had it. And it was like basically
miracle baby.
So yeah, that's what
Mum
says.
Oh my God, that's why you love this.
No.
So special.
I know, that's what Nan always says. Like Nan always says. But yeah, so I had the coil anyway, got it removed, then got pregnant, and then I got the coil put back in soon as I had Olive. I was like, I need this coil back in. But I had to wait, even though I didn't have vaginal birth. Vaginal. I like Viagra first. That sounds like Viagra, but
vaginal birth.
I had a Viagra. I had a C-section, didn't I?
So when I laugh, I cough. I'm so sorry.
So I had a C-section, so I got the coil put back in soon as could. I think it was 6 weeks, maybe.
So this is random because we was going to address our differences in motherhood. I had like a list. That's another to add to the list section. Vaginal. There we go.
I think I will have another C-section next.
Because
it wasn't planned, my last one.
Yeah, so they say planned ones are a bit
we want more than 2 kids, so I feel like you can only have 3.
So I'm happy to be done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is daft, and I know everyone always...
Because you're such like a mumsy mum as well.
Yeah, I know like people are always like, what happens in your personal life? And no one understands it. One day we'll go into it. But the only person I could ever imagine being with is Jonathan and Sully's dad.
Yeah.
So if we ever ended up, I don't know, together or try like having sex again, then I would have it. He said
whether
he'd have
you're
the
getting
snip.
Jonathan's D, basically.
Yeah,
again.
if I ever got the D, then he would have the snip.
That just call him the D.
The D.
The D, man. He'll love that when you tell him.
Can you imagine?
I know.
How funny. I had a funny story then, and it's really inappropriate, so I can't say it.
Go on, say it. It's the pod. You've got to say it.
So we just said the D, so
say
Willie was on my mind. My friend the other day said she can't believe how big Sully's willy is.
Oh my God. So yeah,
I know,
we do this.
So maybe we have got big willies in our house.
Oh my God.
The D's.
That is, do you
That's
know
so
one of my
inappropriate.
cousins?
Please no one call me for being.
No, it's normal. One of my cousins, because his son's the same. Do you know what his email address was?
What?
I've got a biggie.com. You know, an MSN one?
Yeah.
I've got a biggie at MSN or at hotmail.com.
It's
so
funny when you think
email
of
address is going to be, I've got a biggie, soul.com.
Can you imagine? He'll be cocky with it as well.
Oh,
he was
the hair. He's like,
he was jumping on the puff with a helicopter the other day, and I was like, Sully, not the time, darling.
Is this what boys do? They
also,
do helicopters with their winky. We call it winky in our house.
Because we're like digressing and we do mum tips, because obviously I want to do mum tips. This morning, recently, Sully's not wanted to go into nursery.
Yeah, we were discussing this.
When he's there, loves it. Going in, he just loves being at home. So we've been doing hide and seek. He's got a best friend called Arlo.
Yeah.
So every time we pull up, we get out the car and we'll go, right, hide and seek with Arlo, and we'll count to 10. Goes in, no problem.
Right, guys, did you hear
Smashed
that?
it.
Try and do the hide and seek. I'm going to try that with Olive.
Definitely. Any mum struggling with the nursery run, hide and seek to the best friend, count to 10.
Yeah.
Sully ran in and went, boo, Arlo.
Olive's obsessed with hide and seek this weekend. How weird is that?
Still loves hide and seek.
Katina, here I come.
If someone comes to our house, I'll open the door and they'll come in and they'll be like, where's Sully gone? And he'll hide. It's my sister that. Jasmine, you started this. He'll hide and you've got to go and find him.
Jasmine, you smashed it because
we've got him into nursery.
Yeah. So,
love this.
So then obviously, and now I've got the one with no hormones. So I haven't got it now. Sorry, I had it. I had the coil with no hormones. So I didn't have periods.
So do you not have periods?
No, I didn't. Well, I've obviously got it taken out now.
Yeah.
I feel like getting it put back in after this.
Was it painful having it taken out, can I ask?
No. Do you know what it is? It feels like, you know, like needle and thread, like the thread.
Oh, I just got a twinge.
So that obviously, legs akimbo, like this.
I just got
I'll do it in the thing. Legs akimbo.
And I'm imagining because it's this, isn't it?
You have to put your knee...
in the stirrups.
In the stirrups up. So when I'm going, I go, and I do this thing. So I'm like this,
Did they do the thing with the smear that opens?
The smear that opens, I tell you what, a smear is worse.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And then you get a few little cramps, like period pains, but very light. Take 2 paracetamol before you go. 10 mil of Calpol. I always have 10 mil of Calpol.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I always have 10.
Remember Calpol when you was a kid?
Well, yeah. So I have 10 mil of Calpol, 2 paracetamol, sorts me out. And then it's fine. I would rather, so I have the one with no hormones, no periods. Every month I'm not like an absolute raging psychopathic weirdo.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, Matt goes, are you due on? Are you due on? But like, and so that's it. So that's why I'm a bit down, guys.
Periods.
Give me a
and we
virtual
need to
hug.
be addressed of this. Hugging it out. Periods can send us crazy. And that is the only thing that I thought. And actually last week I was like, I need to go to the doctor because it's not normal to be so happy.
Did the pill make you put weight on?
So I've never been on contraception.
Oh.
I've not slept with a lot of people and I've never been that active.
Oh.
So I've never been like, and then it sounds bad when I got with Jonathan. I wasn't on any.
None of Matt's family lists. Yeah, I'm really sexually active.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a... so this is really bad because there's nothing wrong with being a virgin. My comment when someone's being boring, I'm like, stop being a virgin. I need to grow up. So when I am saying I'm a virgin, obviously I'm not a virgin. Do you want to know a fun fact?
Go on.
So do you know your body cells change every 7 years? So every 7 years, if you slept with someone prior to that 7 years, your body cells completely change. So it's like you've never slept with that person because not one bit of them has touched your body.
So in a couple of years, once I've been with Matt for 7 years.
He's the only person you've been with.
Oh, I love that.
Love that. How funny is that?
He'll love that by the time we're married. But when we get married.
It's only been you, babe.
I know.
How funny.
Because there's the cells in my body are saying it's there.
I know. I love TikTok.
I love your
get all my... Everyone used to call me Uber facts because I come out with the most inappropriate weird facts that maybe aren't true. Don't hold me to these. If they're not true, they're not true. But it's fun.
Right, so we've got, how many more minutes?
5 minutes.
So we've got 5 minutes left. But guys, we need to just explain to you, we said it's going to be a 3-part pod.
But then we love chatting.
No, we love doing it and we didn't realise the response. But there's going to be 4 because of the way that we film here in the studio. We get split.
Yeah, we're going to split it.
Yeah,
I feel like you want more of us as well because people did say they wanted to keep listening.
I feel like do you know what my mates say? And I thought all my mates have listened to it and I was so shocked because I thought
I've done that because we're doing something with phones in a minute.
And I thought that they weren't going to listen to it and I was sort of cringing at them going to listen to it and they said it felt like the pod was like 10 minutes long.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
We literally do rabble on, talk shit.
Yeah,
and
so I thought it would
ages.
feel like a long time.
No, it doesn't apparently.
I can't believe how many people listened.
I know.
I was like in shock. Like when we like clicked on, didn't we? We see how many people had listened and I was like, oh my God.
I know.
I know we need to ask Jacob actually, was it a lot? But we'll ask you after this.
We'll ask you,
We did a Q&A,
we did a
didn't
Q&A,
we?
so we're going to do that on the next one.
Are we doing that on the next one? Yeah.
Yeah, because this one's finished now, hasn't it?
Oh my God, this went fast again.
Yeah.
Love
so thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed digressing again.
Yeah, God knows what we've even said. I can't remember. All I know I've talked about.
We've always like, what's that next
period
one?
pain as we speak. I feel like I should have brought a hot water bottle with
just
me.
been cozy.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it again.
And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
See you in soon.